Hello and welcome back to the Ered Luin campaign, and where we left off it was turn 44 and we were besieging Myflond, and that siege continues in this episode. Now I did move a diplomat over to Fennis Druinin, and looky here, Aragorn has denied our request for Narsil. So I don't know what's going to happen as a result of that. Apparently not a lot. Right, so we can send Anar onwards, and I think we're going to send him to go speak to Khazad-dûm and try and arrange an alliance with them. Because we can avoid the second invasion if we have an alliance with Erebor and Khazad-dûm. So that is something that I'm going to be doing very quickly. Thank you to everyone that commented, because between you all, you've allowed me to get a little bit more information about the script. So apparently if I take Myflond, Forlond, and I think Harlond in the south, it might just be these two though, then I will not face the elves when they invade Thorin's Halls, which would make the battle a lot easier if I was fighting the Dunedain. So, to that end, I am going to try and, you know, balance the situation a little bit. Now, if I delete this unit, are you going to get pissy? You are going to get pissy. Why are you so pissy? Cultural unrest. Well, in fairness, it is 31% Dwarven. Not sure about that. That's a bit bonkers. Now, I could send someone down there maybe, but I just don't have a lot of money at the moment. And we are going to start running a deficit while I siege down this town. But if I attack them, I'll just demonstrate. I do not reasonably think there's a way I can win with those Elven Defenders reinforcing, because 10-18, I don't want to lose that many dwarves. So I am going to keep sieging that down. You know, it's only 6 turns, and I know time is against me, but, you know, I would rather lose Thorin's Halls than lose my only liable army when I have no money whatsoever. That is just the way I'm going to play it. This campaign, I wouldn't say this is going particularly well. This is quite tough. This is, I think, the toughest campaign I've done. Like, Harad was tough, and I started to get fed up with it at the end, but not like this. Okay, and I think we are nearly at the end of this one. Very good. Okay, so Eriador rises. My lord, as I feared, Grimborn raids have not gone, and our scouts report that a vast and well-equipped army is mustered in Eriador, and we are our gates in a year's time. Okay, so we haven't got long. Okay, so now that that event has come through, does that mean that it's going to be the elves? I mean, there's no way I can take Forlond and Myflond in that time. There's just no way I can do that in a year. So I'm not sure what the best thing to do is here. A little bit in two minds, really, tactically. I still think sieging down Myflond is the best idea. And if they rise up against us, which, you know, every turn that ticks by, we kill another Myflond noble. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to keep that siege going. I would rather lose Thorin's Halls. So, you know what? We're going to keep this going. We're going to... yeah, I'm a bit in and out, really. But thank you very much to everyone that's sort of commented on this series and is enjoying it. I am liking playing the... and there comes Bree.
The enemy has surrounded us. We're besieged.
I think I might have fucked this campaign, to be honest. Oh, some Dunedain Rangers. And they got a nice unit model. That's cool. There's no way that my soldiers are going to win this, so... yeah. We could have killed the hobbits, but I think the Dunedain would have been a bit too much for us. But at least Barketta's happy now, so swings and roundabouts. But yeah, I think we've got one campaign in the Clans of Enedwaith campaign that's going really well, and one campaign that's going really poorly. I just don't think the economy is quite there yet. This has happened really quick. Okay, so... right, we lost Osgelon. We can go retrieve Yule's Horn.
Awaiting your command. Yes, sire.
Yeah, and we get a military unit if we go speak to Erebor, so...
Have a proposition?
let's be allies, friends.
No. Very well. What's your next suggestion?
Okay. And we'll give you military access. Okay, let's see. Maybe next turn that they'll go for that. If I do it all in one go. Okay, so 4 turns in Mithlond. Don't have a huge amount of forces. I almost think I should just move these infantry down anyway. There's not a major army that came at us, so we're already running a debt. We might as well keep running more of a debt. Yeah, Garth Helagoth, you could do with moving that unit south, because... but we got a unit... oh, is it because it's on military? No, it's on growth, and it still doesn't like us. Right, so cultural unrest here. It's 22% Dwarven. Why is the unrest so crazy? That is... a little bit out there.
Aye, Lord. Move out. We march no honor.
Right, we'll take these units south. And retake Osgelon from Bree.
By your will, sire, we shall... my king.
And we'll meet up with these infantry here as well.
Aye. Approaching to engage the enemy, sire. Closing in the enemy.
Okay, and it's 4 turns till we take Mithlond, hopefully. Let's keep burning them through. Now this is slightly high risk, but I've always been a fan of attacking rather than defending. So, we're going to go on the offensive. We are going to take Mithlond, and I'm going to garrison it. Because it will hamstring the elves. So Gondor is under attack. War has been declared. Oh, the clans like us. And Bree, as I say, went to war with us, which is a little bit frustrating, but what can you do?
Is there something I can do for you?
You give us trade rights and map info, and then give us some money. Maybe wealth is reasonable. So let's see, can you cough up 3,000? No, okay. Yeah, let's, we don't want a regular tribute. Let's get a single payment. Can you pay us 1,500? Okay, so that'll help our economy a little bit. We're not as in debt as we were. No, to get around, we're going to have to go round the old path. Right, now, Erebor. Alliance. We'll give you military access. And we'll give you map info. How does that sound? No. If only I had a little bit of money. Just a little bit of money, and then we could make this work. Or I could be gamey and give them a region. Because Garth Helgoth isn't really doing anything for us. And we could get them to finance us off the back of this. So maybe if they gave us, I don't know, 2,000 a turn for 20 turns? No, that's a little bit too much. How about 2,000 a turn for 10 turns? That's balanced. They're not quite willing to go for it, are they? Okay, so we'll give you that. Because we do need to make some dwarven friends. And then you give us 1,500 for 10 turns. I am determined to make this work. We are going to get them on side. Okay, how about 1,000 for 10 turns? Okay, so we're now allied, and we do have a dwarven buffer. We have a buddy up in Garth Helgoth. And we also get a unit off the back of that. So I can send these guys south. And they bankroll us a little bit as a result. Right, and we've got another army out now as a result as well. So that's pretty good diplomacy there, because that town wasn't really doing anything for us. And hopefully they can just garrison it. And we get that alliance as a result. Or if it does rebel, we can probably go back and take it immediately. So that's pretty good. We can get all of our militia units together and attack Bree in one fell swoop. And I could probably give another region away to the Dwarves of Khazad-dûm. Possibly. It's an option.
I'll continue tomorrow, sir.
Yeah, we are still losing a shed ton of money, which is not great. Right, so Khazad-dûm. you need to get an alliance with me. So we will head south. How long will that take? Not too long. Does anyone want to buy my map info though? I.e. the elves. Let's keep the economy going just through buying map info. Right, Ered Luin. Oh yeah, we're allied to Angmar, aren't we? I forgot about that. Yeah, let's rise up with this. Let's get this army together. It's only 2 turns there. 2 turns there. Right, and they are probably about to take foreign tools. Can we pump a little bit more money out of you? Yeah. We'll just go military for a turn because that'll get us a little bit more cash. And it's 1 turn till Mithlond gets done in. Near enough. Now, if they rise up, I don't think they get their garrison units. I'm 90% sure they don't. I could be very, very wrong, but we'll see. We'll see. And I do have a bumper episode of the Clans campaign that I've recorded where I fight 2 pretty, like, I wouldn't say they're big battles, but they're interesting battles that are quite skirmish heavy. And I also have an attack against one of the Dunlending cities. So that's quite a good episode. Quite happy with that one. But it is a very long episode. It's like, I'm debating whether or not to cut it into 2 parts. Because it's quite a bumper amount of footage. So I might do some editing with that, I'm not sure. Okay, so Steward of Gondor is dead. And twice. Western Moria is besieged, we've reached Moria. Kingdom of Dale. Dale. You know what? Yeah, we will go speak to Kingdom of Dale, but first we'll speak to the elves. So, trade rights. And we'll give you map info. Want to give me some money? Like, even if it's, like, nothing? Give me a little bit more money than that? Like, maybe 750? Ah, okay, 1,000. Yes.
You hold us at ransom until we meet again.
Okay, so Eriador has united against us. Okay, so there's now a massive army in Foreign Halls. And an army under Arbelson. Okay, this is what we didn't want to happen. We've got a very strong elven force now sort of facing us. So, I probably did the right thing by moving out when I did. We've kept our units safe. And because we're allied with Angmar, we don't need to worry about them attacking us on the other front. It's 1 turn now till they surrender. And we've got a decent army together with which to... I mean, how many units are here? It's not too bad, actually. We'll have a full stack with which to go back and try and reclaim Foreign Halls when the time comes. Now, this army can attack Gehuzanar directly. So hopefully they don't do that. And I want to sell Ostgelon to Khazad-dûm once I've reclaimed it. And where is that diplomat? Yes, here he is. It will take some time for us to get round there, but I want to stop that second invasion pretty much in its tracks. Now, we could be attacked here. Let's see how this battle goes down. Hopefully they just give in. That would be very useful. Very good. They've just given in, so that's helpful. There is a bridge there as well that I can hold against spree. It'll be interesting to see what they do with that little army there. Yes! Oh, we've managed to... Kurdan, the coward. Kurdan has cowardly just given up the city, which allows me to exterminate the populace. Where are you going, army? What's this army here? Kurdan the coward. I am shocked at that. I did half expect them to rise up. So the fact that they haven't is a little bit strange, but hey, the AI is known for being a little bit odd. So now that we own Mythlond and we were able to just wreck it and exterminate all of the elves, we're getting a little bit more money now. Still running a massive deficit, but it's not as bad. And Clan Lord Gore is now the conqueror of Mythlond, supported by Grinfarn. So we don't have a huge amount of money here. The elves haven't exactly built it up, and there's nothing that I'd really want to delete. So there's nothing coming from Forlond. What are you? Okay, so you're actually an elven army. So there was an elven army around here. So we've cut their areas into two now. They did decide to head towards Gehuzanar. Now, taking out this guy is probably going to be the most important aspect first. Although, I actually think trying to move up and just get a sight on what's in there would be useful. So, I am going to pull all of these guys out of there and get an army together with Nar. Now, we are going to leave a garrison here on the bridge to just dissuade... Oh, Tollman. What a beautiful hat. Oh, that guy deserves a medal just for his hat. His truly awful hat. And let's see if we can't group everyone together and maybe move them north to meet up with our army up there, because we might not be able to hold the river, but we can at least just keep them there. Maybe the river crossing might dissuade them from attacking us, and then it's what I do with this army here really that's pivotal. So we can leave a general behind. And on low tax rate, they won't go apeshit. So, let's see if we can coerce them into a bridge battle. That would be good. I mean, they can attack us here, which, to be honest, I wouldn't mind them coming to us. Because this army doesn't look great. We'll just have to close the distance very quickly with our cavalry. Okay, and then hopefully we'll get sight range of Foreign's Halls to reclaim it very quickly. Oh yeah, and I didn't move my diplomats. Ooh, Tollman brought up more units. Ooh, I can't win that. Let's get the hell out of Dodge. And they didn't pursue us, which is interesting.
No further today.
Okay, so the elves are chasing us down rather than our town. So, at the very least, we might have held Gehuzanar a little bit. It's not good. Not good, not good, not good. Okay, so our Belliston has got one hell of an army there. That's a clear defeat. I'm actually surprised they haven't gone for more of our cities. I was expecting us just, you know, to have them attack our cities immediately. So that's positive. This is really coming down to a bit of a Hail Mary with this army that I have in the south. Okay, so we lost the baggage train. Oh, and they released our prisoners. How's nice of them. No. Although, actually, another unit probably would have been useful. I should have thought of that. A bit of general spam, actually, wouldn't probably be the worst thing in the world, would it?
You are mistaken, sire.
Right, we can go speak to Dale.
This journey is over, sire.
Okay, so the sacking of Mithlond is useful.
I respect you. Aye, my liege.
They're going to have to siege for at least one turn. What's the situation then? That is what we need to know. I'm going to move my army here to this crossroads. Because from here he can start moving north when we need him to. Or he can just run south immediately. Let's take the general and move them into Fahangafol. Oh, shit. He got caught. Okay, well that might just tie down the AI for a turn. That wouldn't be awful.
Aye, sire. Aye, my liege.
Let's keep moving this guy. Actually, he's probably going to need to move up with the main force, to be honest. Because when these two armies combine, they might have a shot of actually beating both Elven armies. Right, so you're ready to talk to them. Yeah, you need to get around that obstacle.
Of course, sire. This journey is over, sire.
Okay, let's end the turn. Gonna be running a 15,000 deficit. It'll be interesting to see what the elves do. Because if the elves turn tail and sort of keep doing what they're doing, the AI isn't being particularly good, that might stand us in good stead. Nope, they took Fahangafol. And they're going to take Gehuzanar.
We're besieged.
And they didn't attack it. Interesting. Unexpected. Yeah, okay, so things aren't going easily at the moment. Okay, so if we sail to Tol Morwen, this is where Turin's grave rests at the base of stone of Hapless. In the grave there is a precious dwarven relic of the First Age, a dragon helm of Dor Lomin. We should acquire a ship and send our spy to the island. Okay, we will do that, but we have more pressing matters at the moment, game. Oh, that's horrible. Okay. There's no easy way I think we're going to handle this. We are going to have to rush north. There's just no way around it. They've not moved over the river, so strategically the situation, for lack of a better word, is fucked. The only way I'm going to be able to get through this is if this army somehow manages to defeat 4 elven armies, and I don't know how likely that is, to be honest. The only saving grace is that we did take Mithlon, but it looks like they're going to take it back. So they've got this army here, they've got an army in here, an army in here, and an army in here. So there's an army in several different areas to handle, and I'm not sure we're going to be able to handle it, to be honest. We've got 3/4 of a stack here of pretty decent dwarven units. But those are elite elves. Okay, so let's end the turn. Oh yeah, we want trade rights. We'll give you map info. And then we'll want some money. Oh, you have nothing though. How about just 200? Yeah, any little help.
Well, that seemed fruitful. Farewell.
And we'll get a unit for doing that as well, I think. Right, so the hobbits have taken Osgelon. At this rate, Barketta's going to be the only province we have left. So I might need to send those divisions over there just to reinforce it. Okay, so there's no way we're going to win this. Yeah. We will take that loss. That isn't too bad. I'm worried. I don't think there's a way I can turn this around. That's a lot of elves. If I retake Thorin's Halls, maybe I can sort this. Wow, 750 coins. Thank you very much, game. You are so far just being extremely helpful. Right, south. We're gonna head. That wasn't the direction I wanted you to go in. Okay, so what have we got going for us? We've got decent infantry here that cost me a fortune. So, yeah. They're not attacking Mithlond, which is good. And I'm going to send these guys to reinforce. Now, Barketta doesn't hate me, but that's not saying much. And eventually, the bloody Bree guys are going to come for me, which is a pain in the ass. Let's do another turn end once I've moved my diplomat. Let's make sure we do that this time. Okay, let's go speak to Dol Guldur, make some friends over there. Yeah, and Clan Lord Gore is gonna go and attack Thorin's Halls with everything he's got. And there's not a massive army here with which to stop him, so if he can siege it for one turn and then take it, we might stand a chance. Because they've got some pretty crappy artillery. And we're running diversion with Gnar. Ah, well done, you killed 5. Yes, that's it, Gnar. Keep running. Gnar is being a pain in the arse. Hey, look, if he kills 5 elves every time they fight him, you know, eventually things are going to come good and he's going to kill the whole army. Okay, so... yeah, so things are going shit across the world, apparently. Not just for me, but for Gondor as well. Okay, so... we are very close.
Aye, sire. Aye. Forward. March no further. Honor.
And we can trap them in the city.
My king.
You're going to head to the forest, I think.
March to glory. Aye, sir. Marching now. Aye, noble sire. Aye, sir.
Let's keep moving that diplomat round. He's gone round the Misty Mountains now.
Yes, sire. I'm a stone.
So he is slowly making his way there. Dol Guldur,
Aye,
next up.
of course, sire.
I don't remember where their town is. It's somewhere around here. Okay.
Aye, my liege.
Right, let's end the turn. And then next turn we can start besieging Thorin's halls and hopefully just go straight in. And I think end of next turn I will call it an episode because, you know, it's sort of been a transition episode, this one. But I felt like I had to show it because everything was going to hell. And I imagined it probably would go to hell pretty quickly. I can't say it wasn't expected. I did expect to lose pretty much all of my homeland. But I thought by taking Miflond I'd give myself at least half a chance of being able to reclaim it. Yeah, okay. I'm not going to be able to take that game at the moment. I think there's more pressing matters.
With honor, sire. Aye, sire. Laying siege at once. Should we move to the wall, sire?
Okay, there's not a huge amount in here. There's a couple of very good archer units, though. With this guy with Calaquendi Lords, which is, again, another great unit. So, yeah, there's not a lot here, but what is here is good. Let's keep moving up our extra reinforcements. We've got another 3 units on the way. So that'll give us a full stack. One full stack against 3 elven armies. It's doable. Because we're dwarves, it is doable, but it's gonna be tough. So thank you very much for watching this episode, guys. I'm going to call this some sort of disaster joke. I need to think of something. But thank you very much for watching. I look forward to seeing you in the next episode. Thanks again. Bye-bye.